Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. What's happening behind me here? Okay. It's on a different handle. It's on a different handle here. Hi Trace from Mexico. Welcome. And as you're tuning in, could you kindly just touch the thumbs up button? Most appreciated of it. Thank you. Heden Jordan, welcome. Um, okay. Good. That sounds like good, man. That sounds good, Tracy. Make sure you chose something that you will love. Yes, Mike. Blessings. Blessing. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Could you just kindly touch the thumbs up button? It is most appreciated for you to touch the thumbs up button. I don't know why I'm not getting this thing behind me here. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. I don't know why. Yeah. Welcome, Mike. Mike E. Campbell. Welcome. I look like a Mikey Campbell that I know. Welcome. Thank you all for coming in. And as you come in, please touch the thumbs up that we get the algorithm going. Yes, Tracy again. Um, Streak, I will. Sure. Get him something nice. Get him something you were not expecting to get. And you know that is from his loving daughter, Tracy. You know? Am I saying, I said daughter. Is it daughter? Oh, yeah, it looked like a daughter up there. Okay, then. As you walk in, could you please just touch the thumbs up button and get the thing lively? And you see what my topic is like. These are touchy topics, very touchy. Sometimes you don't want to touch them, but they have to be brought to light because sometimes persons don't even know what is happening. You know, sometimes it go, and sometimes the same person who did some really crazy stuff will be listening and let them know. No, not so. Okay. Welcome to everyone again. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I hope you will stay. Your place into the thing is to write your comment right there. You have a comment, you have a question to ask. If I can't answer you, I'll seek the answer, do my research, and get back to you. But I like to, satisfy the people. So when sometimes you think you're right in doing some things or you're seeing some things, sometimes other person have their say in it too, so we give them all of that privilege to do so. Since it's not a call-in program, which I'm hoping to have a call-in program in a very near future, every time soon. It won't be for every night though, but topics like these need call-in program. There are some topics that I use that it need persons to more active with it and don't hide behind the screen. Because a lot of us, a lot of children, a lot of persons who grow to be adult today are faced on these things. And sometimes it hurts in a way that, yeah, I don't like these people. Yeah. And society do not like steps because of many, many, many reasons. Many reasons, right? They People are not treated like they are people. And because you are not their own child or thing, but I'll get into that. Let me right now welcome those that are out of my time zone. There are a lot that are not in my time zone. At this time, they are 2 o'clock in the next day. At this time, it's going to be morning for some because many people come and here, and when at this time, it is early in the morning, 4 o'clock. At some places, it's about 8 o'clock in the AM now. Children getting ready to go to school. So persons from all walks listen to the program, but sometimes can't come in because of. I hate putting this thing up here. But I was told. Somebody tell me in the comment section if you are hearing me loud and clear. Because sometimes they said that they are not hearing clear enough. And so then I have to use my mic, which sometimes I don't use my mic. Tracy, please tell me if you're hearing me loud and clear. Write it in the comment. If the audio is good, just let me know. And while she's doing that, let me give a shout out to the birthday persons. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tracy Father. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. To those that are having your birthday, happy birthday. I wish for you long life, health, strength, and more riches. Health and wealth, love and peace. Go back in time and look at, where you're coming from and where you are now. that you can celebrate a next year, a next day, a next month of birthday. In my country, they said Earth Strong. Happy Earth Strong, right? Not only just birthday, especially the Earth Strong is said to the adult coming on, Happy Earth Strong, man, Happy Earth Strong. Yes. So that is how most of the persons are being greeted in the country of my birth. Okay? So for the persons that don't know, Happy Earth Strong. You are stronger one more day on Earth. You are here and you are strong. So enjoy your birthday. But I always have something to say to those. For the children, they enjoy their party and their friends. You know, friends came around and you have parties for them. Yes, and they enjoy this. For the adult, after all is finished, you have your nice drink, your nice party, your friends celebrate with you, and most of the gentlemen, when is their birthday, they are celebrated it in their bedroom after all says and done. They are saying they are getting something very special. So here goes the ladies making it special for the birthday. So they left out nothing. They make sure they get everything, have everything. But the recognizing and recognition and, you know, came after. The numbers is double. There are no single digit. Again, from you touch 12, you have double digits going right up. And most time you look at it and say, but you know, I have this thing set out to do, and I would like it to be done within. Thank you very much, Jordan. It's Jordan or Jaden? Which one that? Jordan. Okay. They have something set out to, you know, accomplish upon their next birthday. This birthday said, okay, this is what I am going to do, and this is what I want to accomplish. By the next 2 or 3 years, I should be more advanced. So you're down here and you're taking 2 more steps, 3 more steps up. But sometimes we said it, which is easier said than done. We said it, and afterward, something pull away from you that, you know, you said, oh my God, let it stay. Next month I do it. Next year I do it. And you start procrastinate. And while you are procrastinating, the plans and the dream on your aspiration is sliding away. Next, you know, you celebrate the next birthday. And when you look back on it, a next birthday already? What? I am 30 already? And all of what you set out to have done, never done. Never happened. You plan to have $20,000 saved, and it's not saved. Many reasons can come for it's not saved. But you have to be determined to get things done. If you're not a determined person, then, you know, you won't get it done. And times slipped away on you, just slipping out of your hand. Have you ever gone to the beach and hold a handful of sand, the sea sand? I'm not talking coarse sand that alone. When you grip that hand full of sand, your palm full of sand, and you close it as tight as you possibly can in your hand. The sand seep out through your fingers. That is how time slipped away. Don't matter what you do, you're tight, and the sand take time and just all of it until none is left in your hand. That is how time slipped away from a lot of us. Things we want to do, and if we do not get it done at the time when we set it out to have it done, sometime 10 years before you get back to it, because one after the other something is coming, all because you did not do it. And that is pushback, and it keep pushing back, and it keep pushing back, and you keep saying, okay, I'm going to do it now, and then something else came up, and I'm going to do it now, something else came up. It's like a person going to purchase a house and said, okay, by the time my next birthday, I must have this house. And apparently he has the money put down for the house. The money is there for the house. He said, let me borrow something from it. And one of the earth part of it, sometimes some of the people who you call friend say, well, I run in a difficult, I had a difficulty, I had this to do, and maybe that's the only money you have put down. So look here, when you have business money, take care of the business first. And if any left, then. But as long as you went in there and said, well, I know the man, I know the woman, and this is what, and as long as you touch it, it's the hardest money to put back. And the next earthful part is the person who you lend the money to sometimes has not returned with the money. And so it throw you in a tailspin. So what you plan to do after with because most people plan around their birthday, you're looking at the years, you're looking at the days, and you're looking and said, okay, I am going to be 30 in such time. So at 30, I need my house, I need my car, and then I am thinking, oh, I think I need to get my own family now. So I'm going to be serious now and get my own family. So you have all this plan in front of you. And as long as you do not carry out the most important thing, because you got to look at the most important one, If the house is the most important, for heaven's sake, go for it. Others can come after. And whatever you saw for the most important, because if you don't do that, that money stay there, and instead of it is growing interest, it's diminishing. Yeah, and it's diminished. So not even yourself sometimes. You have to spite yourself sometime in order to accomplish things in life. Worse when is you have to work to put it together. You have to tighten yourself and say, look here, at age 35, I must in my house and not paying no rent to nobody. I must have my own little thing. And this is what you have to do to get there. Sometimes persons saw you with things and they never know how much sacrifices you make in order. You eat less, You sleep less, you do so much things less in order to get what you want. So for the persons, the age, the numbers double. So you have to look what you have not accomplished yet. What would you like to accomplish going down? Right? If it is not a wife, then no. If it's no children, no. And just what? Just what it is. So when the adult enjoy their birthday, they have a pile of things to go through to see if they have accomplished all of this. Okay, so that is always my little 2 cents on birthday, because I have seen a lot of this happen. A lot of it happen. I have seen somebody working for 20, 23, 23 years now at one place. They were working other places before, and this person spoke with me, and I said, "Listen, when you get your check, put your saving, take out something, and believe me, 20 something years, and that person will be half within about 3 or 4 months time." And the last time they spoke to me, said, "So you get things set and you have things." No, this is in the last lap. This is the dark part of it. And this is the time they say, "Oh, I'm trying to put something in the bank." What are you going to put in the bank now? You have 3 months left. And you had 23 months, 23 years on your hand. And you do all the sporting. Every lady will see you, and you make sure every lady can look at you. And you sport every one of them, partially, maybe. You took them to places, you do this and you do that. And at the end of the day, you found one thing. Your money has gone to a bank that there is no withdrawal. Only deposit. Deposit. There is no withdrawal from those banks. And those persons that you bank with, is him that? Oh. So listen to me. You have to be careful. You have to be careful how you do it in life. Let them say you mean. Yeah, let them say you're untight. Let's say you mean. But you need something out of life. You need at the end of the day, you sit and you sip, and you kick back and you enjoy yourself. You have done it. When you work for the money eventually work for you. So you sit back and be a supervisor for that money. Because you took our time to work for it, let it in turn work for you. That's my little talk and tip for the adult celebrants. The adult celebrants. In this time, especially, we got to be wise. You got to be wise. Because if you're not wise, you will find yourself stretching out your hand, asking for help here, there, and everywhere. So you have to be indeed wise. In Jamaica, they say, "Wise up. Wise up, man. Wise up." Indeed, wise. You understand? It's not only friends, you have family who will bring you right down too. Because you're a yes woman and a yes man. You can't say no. At some time of the life, you had to learn the word no and mean the word no. Yes. And so, moving right along. For those that have persons that are sick and you are worrying, you don't know, the doctor say this, you're not sure of what is happening. And again, we come back to the drawing board where the money is. So it took cash to care. I don't know if you all heard that one, but this is a saying that says it took cash to care. And they always say that to the men, always say that to the young woman or the woman. It said, okay, I can't, because it took cash to care. I don't have any cash, so continue walking. Please go, please go, please. So you are there, you have your relatives or your neighbor, whoever it is, and they are going through this troubled time in their life. Pain here, pain there, they're sick. Sometimes it's a sickness internal, it's a sickness that they can't do nothing more for you. You have to stay there until your hour comes. So do not worry too much. Just pray and leave it there. Let God do the rest for you. And if there's anyone that have persons that have passed away, mourning will endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So yes, you will cry, and it's natural. It's okay for you to do that. Whether you cry, you bawl, you holler, you shout, whatever you do, it is okay. It is okay to do that. Right? The scars will, the wound will heal, but the scars will always going to be there to remind you of this person. Whether it's a good friend, whether it's a relative, parent, or what, the scars are always going to be there. But your tears will be dried. Yes, your tears will be dried. Because guess what? You got to move on with your life. So you're not going to be there at all times, shedding tears. Yes, you miss the person. There are so many things that you can say, oh my God, I miss this person. Oh my God, but you got to move on. You got to move on. So your tears will be dry. Take courage, be encouraged that shout, bawl, do anything. They have this thing that persons go to funeral. And this, I don't know if it happened in any other country. But trust me, you see our country? You see Jamaica? Jamaicans is the best. You hear they say? No problem. There's no problem for them, Everything they said. No, Jamaica, no problem. You have a funeral and nobody is there crying. Somebody look around twice time and look and say, but wait, family not, nobody not ball. And then they put on a ball in and start ball. What? And they behave and they behave. A show ball. And then, surprisingly, when that person start ball, then you have other people start. You hear what I'm saying? Funeral carries crying, bawling, shouting, rolling, drop a ground and do all kind of crazy stuff. Because you're showing you, you miss the person, and then roll some, go down into the hole with them and all sort of things they go on with. I don't know if it happened anywhere else, but trust me, you saw that it can't bring nothing much to many people but laugh because they are putting on a show and the show has to go on. Yes, all right. So that is that part of it. Now, there are some persons that end up in some situations, some children end up in some situation that they did not ask for, but of course it came their way. And I have witnessed quite a few of these. Unfortunate parent passed away, especially mother. Because if it's the father passed away, the mother took up the slack and keep it going. Many of ladies who took a man that already have children, the man let them know that I have my children. So with me, it's going to be my children as well. And because they want to be with this man, they know deep within their heart that they won't do justice to these children or to this child. Yeah. But they want to move in with this person. And before I really get into the deeper part of it, I'm going to share some few incidents that I personally know about. This is not an allege. This is something I knew about. I've seen this lady. She passed away and left 3 children, twin and a single. And after passing away, the father of the children, the twin is for that father, but the single is not for the father. The single is the first one. Good. So, of course, this was a nice child's mother or baby mother, because however big the child is, the men call them baby mothers. So, work with it. He decided to take the children. Now it come with a fine writing. He's not only going to take the children home to his wife. It said conditions apply. So these innocent children, when the lady passed away, their mom passed away, the twin was about like 6 or 7 years old. The first one was a bit older. She was in her teens or entering her teens. But some money, the money play a bottom line into it, man. Yeah, the money thing, the money. So he signed up because she was married, but after she passed away, the husband went home. He didn't stop to know anything else. He don't know what she have, he don't know anything. And so the father of these children went to do the signing, to do everything, and to get the money. It was a pot of money, good amount of money. And he set all his plan, what he's going to do. He's going to invest some of the money. And he's going to invest the money into chicken farming. So, of course, he built a coop. And the investment would be for the children. While, he put the other rest, put it somewhere. But this would be a regular use. He did build a coop. He did bought the chickens. And they were coming on very good. Children going to school. And the wife, of course, when they came home from school, the wife is there. And he did not ask the wife, say, okay, check for me if the water for the chicken, for the watering cans, if they're empty, refill for me. When they came home, as small as they be, they have to go and fill those watering cans. Yeah. And it went on like that until the first lot of chicken decided now they're ready to reap. And when the father, when the father of the children start to slaughter the chicken, start sell them out and thing, within him and his wife decided say the children them can't stay there anymore. They put them out. They put them on the street. They have a uncle and they ran to the uncle, which is the mother's brother. And believe you me, the bigger one, the bigger girl, she was always coming by me. And when the man put them out, because according to the wife, she don't want them there. So everything is okay. It's time for you to go. Somebody had to took I stands, had to took in those 3 children. And those children went through all the tickles and the thorn, the water, and everything in order to survive. I am good, thank you. In order to survive, the bigger one actually, child labor in order to fend for the 2 small ones. And God have it that, they gone and gone until the children, they fight through school and thing. I knew of a next one. The lady of the man and the child, the lady make it a point of her duty that every time every evening the father get home, it's a complaint. It is complaint over one thing or the other. I'm not going to stay with this lady. It got to go. It got to go. And the father took side with the wife and threw his children, his child, this was a child, out. And next one, this one was all over the tabloid. The children is from Jamaica, from a Jamaican father. And he resided abroad. And decided, say, okay, I'm going to give took up my children them. They know that he's married to somebody else abroad. And he took up the children. What did the stepmother do? After a while, the stepmother put the gas range on and leave the house. Mm-hmm. When the father came home, that's the sight he came and see. Now the mother in Jamaica, because she can't walk on the water to come over here. So these are some of the reasons that is portrayed by a stepmother. Why so much? Oh, you were working out today, okay? Why persons and children, adult many times today, is against stepmother. Stepfather have from side to you. But definitely we are speaking about the stepmothers. The stepmothers. Now they know that the man that they want, and most of the time, the man saw this lady, and okay, this lady is much better than your mother, and I see life with this lady, and you marry the woman. After you marry the woman, I guess you must introduce your children them to see this is my daughter and my son, or this is my son, or this is my daughter, depending on how much children that is in the mix. Now she agreed to marry you, knowing well that you have your children. Maybe she herself have children too, or a child too. And if she don't have any, when she got pregnant for those child or children father, all dynamics changes. Um, is it a sport outfit? It's we were one of the family, one of the here with Adidas. So you have the whole Adidas outfit, and they have something, and this family was a part of it. And so this is what this outfit is for tonight. I didn't even remember I have it. So it was the Adidas thing. Adidas, 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 Adidas. Pants and the shoe, and a lot of family took part in it. So a lot of family when we went there who were helping to promote Adidas. And you're called the Adidas family. Yeah. And they took their pictures and a lot of a lot of one of the day I think I'm going to post one of those pictures. So I don't know if it is a sport one. It was in time like this right now in this season in the December. It was for the December. So okay, so that's it. So it's not actually uh, the T-shirt, the shoes. Yeah. So it was the hair of the Adidas family. Okay, and this family were a part of it. And so back to basis. You're taking me off the track, man. Right? You know pretty well that this man already have children, and you're going to decide to have children for him. No problem with that. There's no problem in marrying you and having my children, and my children can be a part of the family, because in doing so you are preparing for a lot of things. You are the dad, and sometimes the mom, sometimes something can happen. She can pass away, she can be so sick, a lot of things. So you have to prepare for the unknown. But here is what happened. And we are not going to say some children is not rude. But you may have take a child when the child is like, let's say 6 years old. Let's put it at that. Can be earlier too. Because I know mothers died in child's birth and the child is live and is the father who after took the child. But this person that I know, he never took a woman put in his house because she died leaving, giving birth, plus one more child that was before, one or two child that was before. And he decided, I want nobody to put with my children. What he do, he employ somebody. He employed a sitter because he works, but he works from home. So he employ a sitter. So he's seen everything that is happening until his boy grew up. Never put a woman to say yes because he is afraid of the unknown. I'll soon get to that, Stan. It was circumcision. You're taking me away, you know. Now let me answer you. Circumcision is from the beginning of time, and it's a reason for circumcision. Circumcision, um, I want to put it out quite nicely and good. Okay, I was in care of a child once from he is 5 years, 5 months old. And after he started walking, about when he was 3 or something like that. But he had a lot of foreskin on the penis. A lot of foreskin is there. It foreskins until, it's at this point. And one evening, he was crying so much. When he looked at the penis, it was swollen. So I have to rush him to the hospital. And what was the problem? The urine, when you urinate, the dropping of the urine, because of how the foreskin fold and stay, everything is not out. So it stays in there until it starts getting. And then the thing about it, it was very hard to roll over because normally looking after children, you got to roll back in order to clean them because you're surprised to know. Now, and this was what the doctor was saying, that we need to get him circumcised. Circumcised is from the beginning of the beginning. But every boy children, when they were born, they circumcised them. They didn't even took them to a doctor. They just took a sharp something, at it in fire, and whoops, and that foreskin is gone. So it is left that there is nothing can seep under the skin. In many ways, yes, it is done for medical reasons. In many ways, many male that have problem if they get in contact with disease and they have the foreskin, it stays under there and it build up itself. Well, if you have been circumcised, there is nowhere that any germ can grow. So you ought to ask the people, circumcision is okay. Medically, for cleanliness, for everything, it is okay. Because some persons, some male, even when they are adult, they forget to roll back and wash under. Okay? Working in the areas, You have to say to them, roll back, roll it back and wash there. It is important. It is inevitable. It is for you to do. It's cleanliness for you to do. So yes, circumcision is good. Okay, let me get on with my thing. So, and for the boys or the men that have not circumcised and they want to circumcise, it should be pleasurable for them to go and get their circumcision done. You have a baby or so, and if that child born with all of these amount of foreskin, you go and get your circumcision done. It is important, but yet some persons don't do it, but it is important to be done. Do I answer your question? I hope I do. Okay. Some children, some boys born circumcised. Yeah. They doesn't born with this amount of foreskin. They're born with, you can see what their organs look like. Right? Yeah. Their penis is okay. It's not fold over and covered over. Good. So you see what it is like. Good. Thank you. Do I answer your question? Whether it's an organ gland every time I go to pee, I wash. No problem. And maybe you're not circumcised, so you need to go get circumcised. All right? Good. But it is important. There is a lot of things it can cause because all hidden under the skin. Okay. All right. Back to where I was. Please like the light. Please touch the like button. Okay. A lot of mothers or wives, it is okay, the child can come, yes, get to know me, yes, and everything like that. But, thank you. But there is a lot of consideration I have to put in place. It's not a lot of women that love other people's children. A lot of women do not love other people's children or other women's children. And this is no joke. It is true to life. It is a fact. They will show to you a grin round here and a plop on the side. And the innocent child or children do not recognize most of the time what is happening to them. A woman that have her children or her child and your child or your children is deemed or your child to do all the chores. Your children or your child is to do all the chores. Mm-hmm. Deep within, they don't really love the children. What is your take on that, Stans? Let me have you answer those questions. To every part of your body where ear is grown, it is grown there for a purpose. So I am going to leave you to answer that question. The last one you put there. But every hair that is grown on your body, it was grown there for a purpose, for a reason. Your underarm and anywhere else on your head, and if you notice, you have hair all over your body. The time is now cold. What do they say? That the hair on your body, they got up to trap the warmth to your and pull in the warmth to your body. Okay? You understand what you want to hear what I have to say. Okay. We are not on this this is not the topic tonight, Stans. You are, leading away from exactly what I am saying, what my topic is like up there. And I would like to really address what I put up there. I want to justify what I put up there. So I don't want it to put up there and I have nothing to say about it. I'm just wanting you to understand where I am going. Okay? So I want you to answer that question and tell me what you think, because you have the answers for it. Okay? All right. Back to the topic at hand. Now, if you put up a topic, you should speak on the topic. There is a lot of misleading topics today on the net. And YouTube is making it clear that if you say you're going to speak about the phone is your topic, you should speak on the topic of the phone. Even if you came in with something else, but speak on the topic of the phone. Because a lot of persons put up a headline, and when they are finished, there's nothing concerning the headline that they put up. Worst of all, it's always somebody else work. And they went and they took that and they make it their own. And they put up a topic in order to get the crowd coming in, because everybody want to hear this juicy topic, and they all went in. And at the end of it, you realize, but he did say the book, but there was nothing about the book that was said. You understand? So you ask me one or two questions outside of what I am saying, and I answer you, make we leave the rest until. You understand? Good. And make sure I took the time out and explain about the circumcision to you, what I understand and what I know. So, there is a lot of women, and most of them is called mother. They are mother for other children. I am again going to take a quick shower. Okay, Stans, and be back. Okay, no problem. No problem. There's a lot of women, and they have called themselves mother. No doubt they are mothers because they gave birth. And from you gave birth, you are a mother. Whether bad mother, good mother, no mother, you are a mother because you gave birth to a child. Okay. A lot of them do not, deep within them, they do not love other person's children. They grant them the favor, but it's not that they love them. A thing with stepmothers, and if there's any stepmothers on the live here tonight, do not feel any way, because it's not all carried out writ against children. Some will bear. Yeah. Remember, you are not the biological mother. And I repeat that one. Remember, you are not the biological mother of the child or the children. You are there as like to help to guide them. But do not expect some things because you are there and you're going to say, I look after you, I cook for you, I do this for you, I do. You are not the biological mother. The biological parent, and if we say mother, the biological mother, don't matter what the mother do to that child, then pick them up and throw them down and then coming right back. Because what? There is an attachment from the mother to the child. That child sucks the mother breasts. Okay, you're a bonus father, no problem. Play the role good. Right? This is an attachment from mother to child. So sometimes the mother is saying, but it's me, and they are expecting the feeling that the child or children have for their biological mother should have gone to them. It will never be. Stans, allow me to be on the topic, man. Go to shower and come back now, please. You know, shower it. You're taking me too much out of what I am saying. Right? Guess and tell me how much children you think I have or I give birth to. Do not look into it and say, well then, boy, your mother, someone said, your mother leave you and gone and it's me. It's me married to your father. It's me taking care of you. You are not going to get the same feeling, the same treatment from that child to you, because you are not the biological mother. And this is one of the problem that stepped in, because the other lady want to say, okay, it's me look after you. Some of the time the child is there until they get their achievement, they turn straight to their mother. It's not that they don't remember you, but what they are going to do for their mother, they will do less for you. They are not going to love you as how they love their biological mother, because it's an attachment to the mother from the womb. And this is one of the problems that most of the people have. And they cannot seem to sit down and work this out in an amicable way. Sometimes as well, their children are there. And while the other child is growing, the child is noticing a lot of things. More love will throw onto your child than what you give to the next one. You will apparently bring gift for your child every evening, every time, and you gave the other child once. And children grow up and they are feeling the detachment from you. They felt it, right? Because they are human. When you are close to them, they felt it. When you are detaching yourself from them, they know it, they feel it. You speak to them different from how you will speak to your child. Reasonable. That's reasonable. That is reasonable, right? And not because you are not the biological father, the father they have his feet today, man. Not because you're not the biological father, that mean you are going to treat the child less, less than how you treat. They both should be equal. And remember, the feeling for the mother biologically is not going to be the same for you. And this is one of the problems that these ladies do have. And they will complain and complain and complain. The child don't have no manners, the child, but they do not even look how they treat the child. There is a story that was told and still used up to today, that this lady married to the man, she have one child with the man, there, and the other child that came in was not before her, was not after her child, is before her child. And when the lady cook, and cook with meat and so, she would have given her child almost all of the meat kind and just put a scanty amount for the other one. And she ate. It's when she cooked soup, she gave the child, the one that is her stepchild, all the soup and no meat added to it. So the soup and the food. Because she's saying she wants her child to be fat, chubby, want her to be chubby. Not knowing that she wasn't doing very good for her child. Anyhow, it continues like that. Okay? But you still play your part. That's nice. That's good. That is good. Okay? Not knowing that she wasn't doing anything too good to her own child. It was said that her child fell sick. And the child had to be admitted at the hospital. And they run several tests on the child. And said to the mother what finding they have. The mother said, can't be. One of it is that the chubbiness that she was looking for, the child not getting that chubby to show that yes, you're eating, you're getting meal, yeah, that was not forthcoming. And when the doctor said to her, and said, "You have a next child at home?" Yes. So they set up an appointment for the next child. When she went with the next child and that child was tested, two children in the same home, the same one person cooking for the children. The child, that her stepchild, was pretty healthy. And never what her child found out. She said, "Doctor, it can't be because when I cook, I give her all the meat." And said, "So what you give this one?" "I just give her the soup, or I just give her just a small amount, but this one get all the meat." I said, "Okay, you know what? When the child is released from the hospital, no more give any of them any of the meat. Give her more soup. Because what you are doing is, say you're building your child, but you're breaking down the child." She couldn't believe her eyes. She couldn't believe her ears. That she thought she was doing so good. And those stories came around every time, because they are parents, they are women that, oh, their child. And then they said, "Is your mother to do so? And is your mother?" And even though the mother has struggled with life, and I felt responsible for the human being who can't survive on their own. As I said, no problem. You will get your blessings down the road. Once you do good and you do it honestly, you're doing, yes, for the human being that won't able to provide for themselves. And it took the parent to make provision for the children. Okay? So that is good. That is so good of you, that you are still helping, although you are not with the mother. So good. Praises and kudos to you. So good. That child will remember. That child will remember. Yes. And so the mother could not believe what she heard, because she thought so much that she was doing a deal of good for her own child, not knowing that she was starving that child of nutrients. Everything in the soup, the meat, everything boiled into it. So what is left named meat is trash. So that could have scooped out and thrown away. Okay, right? That could have scooped out and thrown out. But she thought, when I gave her all these meat, I am doing good for her. The stepmother have to bear in mind, you are with the father of that child. And if you say you love the father, at least show some, whether it be empathy, sympathy, love, whatever you're doing for the child. For the child. Because many children, after being an adult, grow up with a stepmother. They never forget the kindness that has been done to them. They never forget it. I didn't grow with my mother. I grew up with my stepmother. And, I have to remember her. They repay repay. They repay you for what you have done for them. So the stepmother always put their child as the best child, the only child, and then they treat the other one with scant regards. Many of these women, they label the children, they do so much harm to them. And by the time the father gets home, they have a crocus bag of complaint. You ever hear that word? Crocus bag, yeah. To give and to say and to give. A lot of stepmothers cause children to be turned out on the street. They turn them out on the street. I don't want them here. They have to go. You are not my child. But they're not coming up front to say they did all these things. They put all the blame on the child and the child. So when the child don't have any manners, it is because you, in turn, do not treat the child to really have this level of respect and manners to you. Because deep within, one of the places where stepmothers act out brutally is when the father took the children to this country or to that country or to that country. You come back with that? Okay. Okay. When they took them to the countries and left them in the care of their stepmother, that is where the children meet hell, according to, they meet their Savior at the cross. Their treatment is less than the puppy. And they ever build up a story on the child. Some stepmother, and again, the fathers do not stand up to see to it that their children is being treated in equal portion. A lot of person can tell you, I was with my stepmother and I have to run. And everything she said to the father would believe. The father believed. I saw a story on the web the other day, and the lady was speaking her truth, and the children's truth were different. And this is the part that I pay very good attention to. She said it was two girls came. The both of them is by themselves. Now they came into an environment with somebody who they never met. It's the first time they are going to meet them. And it's two sisters. They are going to be by themselves until they get to know this person much better. We can take an example. Oh, sure. Yes. Yeah, the animal speech. Yes. Right. And she went on and she behaved and she have this and they cook and she don't want to eat. Children are very funny. Children do not get into you all at once. And if they understand, then they would not have been continue saying the children and the children and the children. You never grow that child from the child is a babe. You know nothing about that child. You get that child at 10 and 12. You now are in the position to learn about that child. That child not going to run and hug you. They are coming from their biological mother. You are expecting, and then you're going to say to the child, um, is me, is me work me do the most work here, and the child don't business with that with with her father and you who work and who make more money and who don't. That child have no business about that. That child leave the mother, and in less than a month, a matter of fact, what else said, in less than 2 weeks, one of them is saying, I want to go back home. They don't talk. And I have no, a child don't talk doesn't mean they don't have any manners. And it go on until you're saying they can't stay there. No, they are just leaving their island to join with their father, to join with the new family. And you give them no time. You are down on them like a ton of brick. And I realize that it's people who do not understand about children. They think they know children, they don't. It happened in school. A child go to school and they are so withdrawn until when they look at the teacher, until they go on, until they get to you. But you can't expect this child leaving out of the mother's arm. And the mother is saying, bye, bye, bye. Sending these children, okay, they're going where their father is. You're going for at a place of opportunity, and you will get an opportunity. You will see me one day. And by the time the children reach, you are down on them. They're not going to be lovey-dovey with you. It took time for them to know you. And it's going to take them a while to really warm up to you. They're not going to be warming up to you. They don't know you. They have never met you in their life. And they want to talk to their mother. They must want to talk to their mother. He's their mother. Accept it. They need to have the bond with their mother. They need to say to their mother, what are they feeling? How are they feeling? Are they feeling comfortable? They're not going to come with you. So you have to wait until the child warm up to you. then, oh then. And I am saying again, you will never get that undiluted love than what the mother gets. If you even give your child for adoption, and don't matter what you do for that child, there is a part of the child that is saying something is missing from here. And if them mother even not walk on them bottom, it's their mother. But until when human being, especially women, understand there is a difference, but I want to tell you so the son even worse than the daughter too. Warming up, the son even worse. You're lucky he will go one side, go sit down. The girl will kind of stay there and go on. The boys will, but when they warm up to you, they does warm up to you. And these are some of the missing pieces that the ladies do not look on to say, okay, you just come, we try to treat you good or we are treating you good, but I know you are not going to warm up to me. You don't know me. You have never seen me in your life. Until they had to send the children home because the woman, she don't want to send them because of children. And she said all the time, if the children walk hard in the house, it's a problem. If they don't eat, is a problem. If they hate, is a problem. If they drink, is a problem. And she just keep having the continuous complaint and complaint and complaint, heaping on top of each other. If they're, no matter how poor and pauperized their mother is, they rather to stick it out with their mother than to stay into the riches and unhappy. They rather stay there and stick it out with the mother than when they look, they are in a house of wealth and they are unhappy. It's always the daughters are always leaning to the father. Yes, that is biologically correct. That is correct all the way. And even their father never wrong. But guess what? Listen to this part of it. Although they have a leaning to their father, and they will sit and reason with their father, they will ask father's question, and they will do this and they will do that. Make sure you don't hurt the mother. They came down on you like a ton of brick as if they didn't know you. Let me tell you that one. You don't scratch their mother. You understand that? You don't scratch the mother. So although they take a leaning to you because they saw you as a man and them, them a man, and sooner or later they asking some questions and stuff like that. But if you are a person that it woman, keep your hands in your pocket. Yeah. And they will not behave like you know, but they saw it and it never left their brain. I have seen my father did so and so to my mother. And it reached to a point, they will give you their fists. Yes, for their mother. Right? Because as I say again and again, there is an attachment with children and mother, with babies and mother, with grown up and mother. There is this type of attachment. Um, some person may say this, some may say boys, but they both have their separate and different type of um, challenge. The both of them have their different type of challenge in rearing them. Okay, so a lot of this is one of the reason, and you will ask, and I said, I don't like stepmothers. They are wicked. Honest to God, some women, they are not kind, they are not nice, they are not loving because it's not their child. And they will do everything for the father to abandon that child. And yes, the father have to be doing okay what the wife said. Not long ago, this was on the tabloid too. Not long ago, I think it was like year before last. I don't remember if it was late. It was in the December time too, in the winter time. And under the influence of the wife, and when I speak this, a lot of persons are supposed to remember this, where the father himself put the child in the garage to sleep, no eat, and he froze in there. They did charge him because it's a continuous thing with the mother. My philosophy, as long as I am living, I am not allowing another woman to raise my child. That's my philosophy, not another person. You understand? Because I have seen so much. I have seen children that I had to reach out to get things for them to go to school. And a woman is living there with their father. And when she get money to spend for them, okay, Stans, you're naked, just go take care of your nakedness. You don't need to put that out here. I know you're listening, right? So, and their father, some of the time, the father is out of the country. And the responsibility is upon that person to do it. He's sending money to do this and to do that, and it has never spent on the child. The child have to be searching for food somewhere else. And then she said, oh, the boy is bad. I can't manage him. She do not look at him. She don't care whether he go or he comes. She don't care whether he lives or he just perish away. Some woman is worse than an ostrich. So when society do not like stepmothers, there is so much load and burden, so much to say why they don't like them. It is very unkind and unfair for women that have their children and decided to heap up their child like a little bundle and took it to the man's house. Because guess what? When you took the child and say you are giving it to the father, it's not the father you're giving it to. Him have a woman. Is the woman going to be in that child's life? Is the woman going to be in that child's life? That's why I think it is unfair when ruling is made in the, and this is my opinion. This is not the opinion of anyone else. This is just my opinion. When a ruling is made to say the father must have full custody of the child, removed from the mother, I found it very questionable. Because you're taking that child from me, the mother, and giving it to a next woman, which is even going to be more brutal than I am, if so be the case. Because when father kick up him foot and gone about him business, whether him gone to him friends, he's at work, him have this to do, the child is with the woman. Who said this woman is going to take care? They are not going to love your child as you do. I can assure you that one. Don't matter how they say they love. And yes, I love her. No, you cannot and will not love the child as the biological mother does. Have you ever seen a hen and her chick? For those that grew up and having chicks around, the mother hen will slap over one of the chicken. And in two ways they do it. It's like, say, I'm telling you to do this or don't do this. And you continue to do it. And just pick him. And pick him and just throw him one side. But you make any imminent danger coming to them and see what she do. She said, come, 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 come. And she gather everyone under her wings and use her wings and cover them. She don't left one out there. Everyone being covered, shelter under her wing. So you have to attack her before you can get to the chicks. Learning some lessons from the animal is very great. Yeah. You observe and you look and see how the animal treat their youngs. Get back on the track where you were. Right? Look and see how the animal treat their youngs. Right? So stepmothers will always get a flogging. Now, let's say you have some good ones. Or not say good. some considerate ones. Let me not use the word good. Some that is considerate. Yeah. You have some that is considerate. They will not be so drastic. Some of them will not be so brutal, but the wicked ones outweighed the good ones. Really outweigh the good ones. Because in the first way, they are selfish. I'm going to leave out that part. They are selfish. It's all about them. Because this child is here, I could get more. And it should be just my child and not the other woman's child. They are selfish. And with their selfishness, they try to hurt other children. There is what's her name? Anna or Emma? And it came as a ad. And I've been watching it from the other day. I watch it until they bring on another series. You apparently may see it. The stepmother, the little girl mother passed away. And the father married again and have this wife. And the stepmother, she have children as well. And the stepmother keep needling the child with steroid. She put the steroid in her food. She do everything to this little girl. And the little girl get, you know what steroid do with you. And then they start to abuse the girl. She look like pig. She's fat and ugly. And they're saying all this thing. Here goes the father join in too. Daddy, I eat less and I am exercising. But the poor girl do not know. She took the child to the doctor and this is what she wants. And they keep pumping steroid into the child's body until the child looked like a house. And the stepmother used it as a joke. It's like a sport. So yeah, you get the father on her side. And he too is saying, oh, you're so fat and ugly. The stepmother. These are true and real to life, not fairy tale. Not fairy tale. Listen, what I saw in this one, exactly so. And then her children and her friends, they mock, they jeer the child. But the long and the short of it, whatever they were planning to do to use a child to get into a rich family in order for them to be rich as well. And the long and the short of it, she make her way out. She got pregnant and she didn't even know she got pregnant. She said, I've never kissed a boy, yet the doctor tests her and says she was pregnant. However they get it, whether they do in insemination or what. And she managed to run away after she had the child. And it was twin. And her father took one. And she ran away. And she gathered herself. And she went back to school. And when she then turned up for them, she is a lawyer. She wasn't fat like a pig anymore. She was a petite. And why she had to go back? All her mother possession was left for her. So yes, they wanted it. And she only can sign the paper because she reached to the age where all of this business to take care of. And she went straight in their house and they didn't even know it was she. So stepmothers, woman, and look who is stepmother, you know, a woman. A woman. Yes. But tell you something, this is from ancient days. And these things only confirm day by day. Day by day. I love my child, not yours. I have to do it with my child, not yours. Yeah. And it goes on even to mother-in-law. Mm-hmm. And so these are some of the things we need to look on. I hope you get something from this. Stepmothers. And if you can keep your child, for heaven's sake, keep your child. Because sometimes the child went under some abuse that they don't even talk about it. They bear it in their body. They keep it in. Their father is always getting complaint about them. Yeah. Some children get spanking, flogging, get all sort of a thing. Some they don't want to, they don't feed them. Okay then, bye. See you later. Right? So this is the stepmother, and you can go on, and I can bring you more stories and stories that stem out and from a stepmother. This last one I'm going to tell you. When I was about 15 or so, I met with this lady. She had a business place too. And she asked me to do something for her, and I went and get it done. She has a daughter, the only child. Nice girl, nice lady, grew up. Nice. Yeah. Plus, she have two more children that the mother of those children is abroad. The father of the two children is also the husband and father of this other lady's children. And in Jamaica, you have washing machine, you have the river, and the lady would have packed up the clothing, give the two sisters, and let them know. And give them, I don't know if you know, bulla, 2 bulla each, and lemonade. And they must stay at the riverside and wash every piece of clothing, dry them, fold them, and came home. So when they are finished washing the clothes, they have to spread them on the sun and get them dry. So no wet clothes is supposed to be coming home. And 2 times per week, this is what this lady done to these two children. When they get home at whatever time, they have to come and clean. And they have to clean the other, her child's, her child room. They have to do their chores same way, not taking into consideration that they were at the river washing all day. They cry, they complain, but they had their too to keep each other company because they were sisters. And the mother did her time abroad where she could file for them. And she does just that. Hold on a little longer, my girls. Hold on a little. It soon will be over. And of course, the father is not putting a stop to it. They came in like they were the little slaves for the family. And it went on until their filing came through. And they stepped into the plane, the aeroplane. And the plane landed them in the country where their mother was. Those children couldn't even go to school as other normal children do. And when they reach in the country where their mother is, you have to start all over, they're giving the mother the stories and whatever. It so happened that they start going to school again and they were working part-time. And they both sat and wrote their stepmother a letter. And this is how the letter says. Thank you. Thank you very much. I thought you were so wicked to us, but now I am here. You were preparing me to be in this country because I'm going to school and I am doing my part-time work. It allows me, I woke up and I am studying and I am doing my part-time work. Thank you for the brutal way you have treated us, but it works in our favor. Thank you. And she never forget that letter. She told everybody about it. You think those children was going to remember her for the nice smile that she gave to them? No, they remembered her for what and how she treated them. And the husband is right there. And this is where the weakness of man came in, because they're not standing up for their children. So the woman do every and anything and tell every lie in the book. And he believes it. Yeah. And that was the first and the last letter that stepmother got and heard from those two girls. Yeah. So stepmothers, and not only because they are stepmothers, but overall they are cruel. You honestly have women that do not like other children. You found it in the school. You have teachers there who pounced up on children. You would say it's because some of them don't have any children. Why they don't love children? They definitely do not love other people's children. They don't. So thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Go sleep. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Yeah. Thank you very much. So then, it was a pleasure having you here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the support. I still a bit struggling, yeah, to get the subscription goes to where. Thank you for subscribing. Please share the live, please. And I keep asking for the thumbs up button, and I am getting little and none of it. And people are on the channel, you know? Yeah, people are on the. Don't behave like the cruel stepmother, man. Please give me some likes. Don't behave like the cruel stepmother. Right? So thank you very much. It is a pleasure. It was, you know, these are highlight, these are contents, yeah, that we look again. And some of these things you apparently never heard it, but it does happen. It does exist among women. And no, please go sleep, sir. What is wrong with you? You're changing everything into a different thing right now. So thank you very much. It is a joy. Have yourself a good rest of the night. You have to rest to go to sleep, to work. Please have your rest. And remember, be cognizant of your surrounding because there are many persons who um, trolled around. So be cognizant of where you are and with whom you are with. Be cognizant of your surrounding. Do not lose sight. Always looking around. And don't forget to love yourself. Hug yourself. Love yourself. No less, but more. Thank you very much. Have a good night.